not skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Beaufort's own We're here at Bruin Stadium in South Florence as we are in the second round of your South Carolina High School League playoffs. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Tristan Robertson. Alongside me is Javon Livingston. How you doing today, Javon?
I'm doing all right. Excited for some playoff football. The temperature's dropped, and it's a beautiful time here in South Florence, and you're ready to
beautiful
go.
is a iffy word. It's a little cold. But as we're waiting the coin toss here. South Florence captains, we have number 55, Barry McLaughlin, number 56, EJ King, number 70, Jaden Granger, number 71, Tyler Cockfield. On Hilton Head's side, we have number 6, Caleb Spangler, number 28, Thaddeus Zarnecki, and number 33, Troy Timko. Looks like the Bruins won the toss, and they're going to defer until the second half. As these opponents shake hands and we get ready to kick off here at Bruin Stadium.
The Bruins will kick off. So the Max Factor's kickoff is coming up next. Bring it down, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, dominate on three, dominate on three, dominate on three.
entrance there by these Bruins.
Yeah, they turned the lights out. I don't think they properly timed the turning on of the lights because they were halfway, just a little bit under inside the tunnel, coming out of the tunnel before they actually turned the lights on, which is a little bit. I don't think probably what they were expecting there.
Like we mentioned before, Hilton Head will receive kickoff here to start the game. Last time we covered Hilton Head, Timko had his way against the Bluffton Bobcats. What do you expect to see here out of this Hilton Head offense first drive coming in?
Well, the question is going to be is how are they going to attack, the defense here, for South Florence, because we've seen some great rushing performances from Troy Timko and Zarnicki as well coming in relief. But despite some injuries, South Florence has also been able to run the ball evenly. So I think it's going to come down between who has the better pass game between the two. And then right now, I'm not going to lie, I think that might be in favor of South Florence. And so I think that's what it's going to be. But Hilton Head's defense has been stout. South Florence has one too. Even though they gave up 20 points last week in a completely separated, high seed versus low seed in the first round there.
Sandstorm blaring in the background. We're awaiting kickoff.
And also, while we got a moment, we also want to shout out to our sponsor, BCTV, our lead sponsor here for our sports coverage here on Beaufort Zone.
And we're off. Haynes back to receive the kick. He's going to try to reverse field. Fumbles. And South Florence. It looks like Hilton Head was able to retain possession.
And yeah, he hopped on the ball, but it just came from right under him. As you see there on the replay just at the last second. But man, what a dangerous play right there to start off at the beginning, almost losing it. Carson Haynes.
And Hilton Head is going to start at their 4 to start this drive off. Not a good position to be in against the South Florence team. But on jog to the field, Ranazuski and crew to see what they can do about this field position. And an early timeout here for Hilton Head.
Yeah, something you definitely wasn't expecting to hear there. It was an early timeout. But we'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my bad, I apologize. You are the color commentator.
We'll take a break. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone. Welcome back here on Beaufort Zone. First down and 10 from the 4. Hand off here to Timko. And a big hit. Timko's going to pick up about 3 on the carry. Going to be second down and 7 here for these Seahawks.
Nice to see them start with the run there because it's a cold game. That's probably get some cold hands later on.
Handoff again to Timko. Timko's trying to slide through. And that's going to be a gain of 1. Gain of 2. It's going to be third down and 5. South Florence showing us some good run defense here. Third down here for Seahawks.
Yeah, so far 2 carries for about 2.5 yards there for Troy Timko just to start off there. Just testing it out, just trying to find some room before you allow Renziski to drop back in the pocket.
Ranazuski pulls it. Pass is going to be caught. Going to be caught by Carson Haynes, short of the first down marker. Going to be 4th down here, and it looks like Hilton Head's offense is staying on the field, going for it early in their own field position.
Well, you never know. We've seen our fair share of pooch punts. So far, maybe you might get one here from the QB. And if you look at the formation, it probably is going to be a pooch.
Hand off to Timko, and he's going to have enough for the first down.
Yeah, and you see the arcing formation right there. Thought it might have been one, but they handed off to Timko instead. He gets enough for the first down.
1st and 10 Seahawks in their own 15.
So Timko's going to get a break. Appy is in the backfield, along with Tristan Simmons. Hand off to Simmons, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield by a group of Bruins.
Yeah, nowhere to go on that play. Light blue covers dark blue, and there were covers in the backfield. And it's amazing, certain things that happen, when you change out your starting running back. You see it all the time, and this is not just Hilton Head that we're talking about here. You see it all the time where you want to talk about, just as soon as the starting running back comes out, somehow they always get a tackle for a loss. That's like magic.
So 2nd down and about 13 here. Ranazuski screen pass to Haynes. Haynes breaks the tackle. Haynes has the sideline. Haynes is racing. One man to beat. Haynes cuts back. And Haynes is going to be down at around the 30.
Yeah, and a big play, just the screen play right there on 2nd down, and he's got a 1st down and 10, and just couldn't outrun the defender, Avon Rosado, and man, I think he needs a little bit more speed in those jeans. He'd been all right. But, still a big play there for Hilton Head. And like I said, it's going to come down to who has the better passing game tonight, because I think both teams have even though they have good running offense, they also have stout running defenses. And iron sharpens iron. So if you're running the ball in practice, your run defense is going better. If you have a good run defense, your offense is going to have to play better in practice. And if it's the offense, then your defense is going to have to play better. So no problem stopping each other.
So hand off to Timko here again. He's going to be pushed forward for about a gain of 3 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7 here for the Seahawks. Yeah, but like you mentioned, in practice, these two teams are very, very run heavy. So I believe South Florence has about 7 rushers over 100 yards and about 5 over 300. So they've been running the ball a lot. Same Hilton Head has those two main backs, Zarnecki and Timko. So that defense has seen their fair share of what Timko and Zarnecki can do to a defense. So it's just up to South Florence to see what they can do to stop these two. Hand off here to Timko again. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Tackle made by number 28, Caleb Dixon.
Another tackle for loss there. This time they get it on the starter. Dual Kids Art checking in the chat, wanting us to go to that May River North Augusta game. We got to spread the love, man. We did May River last week, did the last couple weeks. So, got to go and show Hilton Head some love in the playoffs, too, on the road here in South Florence. Shout out to Kevin Libby, play-by-play for WHHI TV, also checking in the chat as well.
Ranazuski pulls it. Play is going to be blown dead. Flag down on the field. Let's see who it is on.
And Kevin Libby giving us a little bit of color commentary there in the chat, talking about the bunch formation from HHI. And I'd say, hey, man, Kevin Libby, man, you could have hopped in the back seat. You could have rode up here with us and hopped on the mic, man.
That's going to be a false start against Hilton Head. That's going to put them behind the 6. But good news for them. Carson Haynes subs back in the game, their leading receiver. We're going to bring a 3rd down and long here for the Seahawks. Timko, the lone back in the backfield. Ranazuski drops back. Screen pass to Timko. Timko trying to break it out. He cuts back in. Timko has the sideline, and that's going to be a walk-in touchdown for Hilton Head.
And man, you want to talk about taking his time, finding his blockers there, the wide receiver screen, and then he makes one man miss, and then he takes time to squirts through there right there, and 30 more yards, touchdown, Troy Timko. Man, that's what you need out of your 4-year starter right there in the backfield, Troy Timko.
And what a way to start off this game, especially in a hostile environment. Quiet that crowd and band down a little bit. 6-0, waiting the kick here from Bo Sexton.
Attempting the extra point, number 10, Bo Sexton.
Kick is up and kick is through. 7-0 to start the game off here for Hilton Head.
Hilton Head High School, Seahawks 7.
And yeah, what a big moment for them. You know, your question on the road, you know, being able to make a difference. It's that offense that, you know, we don't have a problem with, but it's the defenses that's we're gonna have to see be tested here. I think we've had 2 great offenses. I think the same thing I've said before about Hilton Head. Unfortunately, they lost that game against Bishop England, which shocked everybody. Bishop England came and shocked everybody, going 4-1 in the region and taking it. But, you know, one of those losses that Hilton Head has is they are 4-1 as well. They lost to Bishop England, but they've been really balanced, and that was the one thing that made me believe in this team, was that I've seen them pass the ball and I've seen them run the ball effectively depending on what they needed to do. But, you know, the test is on the other side. All the talent, a lot of the talent is on the South Florence offensive side of the ball as well. That's when they got that big boy O-line that, you know, like you said, they got 7 rushers that have over 100 yards on the season. You know, and, you know, a lot of people don't think, you know, 100 yards, that's more of a big one game. But 7 rushers that have that many yards, and your leading rushers having some good games too as well, it's a big difference.
Pooch kick here. Going to be received, and he's going to be taken down immediately. Great job by Noah Appy getting down there as a gunner.
Yeah, we've seen AP go down there and you know, make some tackles before in some previous games, and for him to get down there and fly down there on coverage is nothing to see. I was impressed by his play when he was in here in the game of defense the first time we were able to see this Hilton Head team when they played Bluffton.
And here comes this South Florence offense. Like you said, a lot of talent on this team here. Hand off here to Zion Gilbert, their second leading rusher. He's going to pick up about a gain of 5. Gain of 4. Going to be second down at 6 here, coming up for the Bruins.
Second down and 6.
And like we mentioned, those big boys up front. Number 70, Jaden Granger, is a solid 6'6", 290.
And we got the flags on the field. And let's see what the call is here.
So that's going to back the Bruins up 5 yards. Going to bring it second down and 11 here.
And now you think, as he was dragging that out, do you think that's his real voice, or you think that's his I'm cold voice?
That's probably I'm cool and I'm ready to go home. Messiah Jackson hands off to Gilbert again. Gilbert is trying to break some tackles, and he's going to end up a yard above where he first started at before that penalty. He's going to be at the 31, 32. Looks like they're going to spot him at. It's going to bring up third down and 4.
Third down and 4.
And quarterback Messiah Jackson just came off the field. It's like they're going to have Jaden Sellers, brother of Lenora Sellers, take the snap here. Sellers is going to burst through the hole, and Sellers has green grass in front of him to the 10, to the 5, and Bruins answer. Touchdown, South Florence.
And what did I tell you? Nothing less of what I was expecting. It's the offenses that are going to be dangerous for both sides. I can very easily see this being some kind of a high-scoring offensive output. from these teams because of how dangerous they are on offense. You read a lot. You have some good defensive players on both sides. Notably, Amari, number 91, on the D line for South Florence. But man, these offenses, man, they carry some firepower.
On for the kick, number 27, 8. And the kick, or 37, kick is up and good by Evan Holland.
And man, you want to talk about the Bruins going in that, what you want to call it, the wild Bruin formation. That's basically what you probably want to call that. And they came out, and like you said, and Libby's in the chat saying that how Sellers shot out of a cannon, man, and that's what you expect. 3-star kid committed to USC. I'm sure if he gets loose, I'm pretty sure you could probably kiss that one goodbye. There's probably not too many kids that can catch him.
At all. But how cool is that to kind of make a name for yourself at the same high school your brother won a state championship with?
Hey, man, listen, you got to keep the legacy. I always love, family legacy. So, you got the Sellers here that, notably that we know of. I don't know all of the South, Florence players, the history, the lineage there. But it's awesome to see that. And then, the history that we've seen at multiple schools around Beaufort County as well.
So Holland boots one. Looks like Zarnecki is going to take it. Zarnecki's trying to find a hole, bouncing off some tackles. And Zarnecki is going to be down at the 35. Got the whole WHHI crew in here. Marcus Walsh and Kay Libby joining in.
Walsh and Libs in, man. That's nice to see, man. We probably could have made this a 4-person broadcast. I'm just saying, if either one of our local teams are still in it, man, you guys are welcome to join here as well. But you got to keep it unbiased. That's the key to being on Beaufort's Own, man. And keep it unbiased. That's the best way to be, man. The South Florence kids, and, they deserve love too, man.
All right. Here we go. First down and 10 for the Seahawks on their second drive of the game. Timko, the back in the backfield, flag or play blown dead. Looks like it's going to be a timeout here by the Seahawks. Their second one of the half already. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back here on Beaufort's Own. Welcome back here on Beaufort's Own. First down and 10 here for the Seahawks. Second drive of the game. 7-7 ball game here we have at Bruin Stadium. Timko lone back in the backfield. Screen pass here. Caught. He's going to be down the sideline, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Number 18, Jeremiah Walters.
Yeah, that was a nice play right there towards the bottom of the screen right there. Just a quick on the outside, get on the edge and try to use your speed there just to get as much yards as you can.
Screen plays have seemed to be working so far against South Florence. Let's see how they adjust to that later on in the game. Drop back by Ranazuski. Gonna try to find Walters again, and pass is incomplete. Great coverage there by number 5, Avon Rosado.
Yeah, he's also the one that also ran down Carson Haynes there on the touchdown saving play. I mean, even though Timko, scored a play later, it's still, a big effort to be able to run somebody down, and that's enough speed. That's speed. You can run somebody down, especially wide receiver at this level. You got the speed on you.
That's going to bring up second down and 10 here for the Seahawks. Hand off here to Timko. He's going to bounce it up the middle. Timko jukes a man. Timko has the sideline, and great run there by Troy Timko, putting on a show early here in Bruin Stadium.
Man, listen, I'm going to tell you what, man. That guy, man, Troy Timko, man, that guy is a beast. I don't care what you dial up on the defense. He's going to find a way to get loose. And I've loved watching him every game that I've seen from Troy Timko.
From Hilton Head to Bluffton to now, he's been running every time he's been on Buford's own. Love covering this young man's games. So it's going to move the chains. First down and 10 here for the Seahawks in enemy territory. Handoff again to Timko. He's going to try to burst it up the middle. Gain of 3. Going to bring up second down and 7 here for the Seahawks. And I want to go back to you bringing up Avon Rosado. I was just looking at their roster. And how often is it that you see a 5'4" corner?
Listen, you see how he ran down Carson Haynes? That's what happens when you get a 5'4" corner. If you have a 5'4" corner, he is one of the most athletic players on the field, and he probably can jump. He probably has at least a 38, 40.
Janoris Jenkins bounce he might have.
Yeah.
So second down and 7 here. Going to be a handoff to Nathan Appy. And he's going to pick up about a gain of 3 as well. So that's going to bring up third. Going to bring up third down and about 6.
It's a Carolina Bank. Third down.
Ranazuski drops back, looking for Walters. Pass is caught. Walters trying to make a move on Rosado, and he's fighting for some extra yards. He's going to be inside the 20.
Yeah, going to step out and move the change. Nice pass. And a nice fight for extra yardage there. Ran out of real estate there on the sideline, though.
So the Seahawks enter the red zone. Moving the chains once again on this drive.
Shout out to Miss Julie Bigger, the Rising Tide Volleyball, also joining us in the chat as well as also calling her the last 2 lower state and state volleyball championships with her.
Hand off to Timko. He has the outside, has one man to beat, and Troy Timko is in again. No surprise here. Touchdown, Seahawks.
What else do you expect from Troy Timko? Timko is going to be a big feature of the offense for them, and as he should be. And, man, you can see why. He just finds his way. You run into a defender, and you make a miss, and you find your way into the end zone there. Oop. Don't get mad on head. There goes your 6. There goes your 6.
So Bo Sexton on to attempt the extra point once again. Kick is up and kick is through. 14-7 here in South Florence.
And it's crazy because right now you're in the situation where, you know, no team really can, you know, get too excited. You get excited when your team scores, but then you know that how dangerous the other team is and their ability to score as well. So you can't really get excited until somebody finds a way to get 2 scores here. Or you might be in a situation where it might be last person with the ball.
If we're in for another shootout, I would not mind whatsoever.
45-40? You want to call it? You want to call it there? 45-40?
Hey, I would love either a 30 ball or a 40 ball here from either of these teams. This will be a great call to have here tonight on Buford's Own.
Well, we got to combine 21 points here already in the first quarter, so that says enough about what this game is going to be.
Let's see if South Florence can enter and make that combined 28. Pooch kick here. Caught. He's going to try to return it up the middle. Number 13, Samaj Parker, freshman, on the return. But here comes South Florence offense.
Yeah, gotta love those pooch kicks. Those are strategic kicks as well. very strategic kicks. Those pooch kicks, I know people wonder, why don't you kick it deep, try to kick it at the end zone. It's very strategic. You want to try to kick it to a kick that at some point in the game is going to make a mistake. They're going to muff it. They're not going to fumble it. They're going to fumble it. The defense might get there quick enough to hit them and force them to fumble. Something like that. That's what you're looking for.
Messiah Jackson hands it off to Zion Gilbert. Gilbert bounces off some tackles. Gilbert has the sideline, lowers his shoulder, he fumbles.
And oh man, what a problem could that have been for for the Bruins there. He breaks some tackles there, some strong running, almost resembling Pacheco there going down the sideline and almost fumbles the ball there in the process. Right there at the end, luckily he had a teammate that was there and ready to hop on it.
Barry McLaughlin, the one that falls on it. But now Gilbert is out, and their leading rusher, Trey Leonard, is in the game, almost 100 yards each game that he's played in. Pass is dropped. Intended for Lennox Valerie.
Intended for Lennox Valerie. Incomplete. Second down.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 here for the Bruins. But we talk about Timko on the Hilton Head side. Florence has their Timko on the other side if you want to. Trey Leonard, like I said, averaging 111.5 yards in every game that he's played in.
Yeah, which is ridiculous in the fact that, you know, he would be a 1,000-yard rusher right now and well over if he hadn't missed a couple games.
So 2nd down and 10 here. Jackson's going to fake it and pass it to Sellers, who's going to fall forward. And it looks like Sellers has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, just a quick throw right there, slant, wide open there. Well, I'm not gonna say wide open, but open enough, and that's a close, close catch right there. But enough for the 1st down, just an easy one to move the chains there.
Sellers, the Bruins' leading receiver, 700 yards on the year. Jackson drops back, looking for Lennox again. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, maybe triple cover, no chance, almost outside of the end zone there, and some of the fans there looking for the call there.
Yeah, they were looking for a pass interference, but the ball was way over his head. The rule is that you can't. It's not if it's not a catchable pass, at least you can't call pass interference if he gets hit.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 here for the Bruins. Jackson hands it off to Leonard, and Leonard is stopped. Great job there.
Yeah, Andrew Massey getting in there, just reading the defense. You see he comes in and he's kind of wide open, almost untouched. The lineman didn't get to him, which is rare. You're not going to get too many chances like that. As this O-lineman, you want to talk about all the running backs, that O-line is a key piece of this team, and they got their own feature there on Prep Red Zone about how good that they have been.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down. Jaden Sellers is going to be the quarterback again. He has the middle of the field, and he's going to be tackled. Great job there by Tristan Simmons wrapping him up.
Yeah, and a big hit right there on 3rd down by Simmons, which is very important there. You see him get a little excited there. He's definitely made some big hits so far that we've seen this season.
And if Simmons misses that tackle, that is another wide open lane for Sellers to walk through, basically walk into the end zone.
I thought they were going to let go. I said, man, if he hits on this play 2 times in a row, man, listen, they got to figure some things out.
Great tackle there by Simmons, and it looks like it's going to be a timeout here by the Bruins. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Buford Zone. And we're back here on Buford's own. 4th down. Sellers is going to remain the quarterback. Sellers with the QB keeper. Sellers down the sideline. Sellers has one man to beat, and another touchdown.
And man, oh man, another 6. And man, they're going to have to find a way to stop that offense right there. Sellers basically just hitting on the same play, a little bit closer distance right there. And he hesitated there for a second just playing with him because he could have just ran that straight to the end zone. But man, if they let this kid do that all night, man, it's going to be a long night. So far, both touchdowns by two of the same people, 2 for Timko and 2 for Sellers.
Sellers looking like his brother at USC right there on that run. So that's going to bring up Holland on the PAT. Kick is up and kick is through. 14-14, and we have a 28-point first quarter here.
Like I say, and it's not over yet. We still got a kickoff to go. Who knows? We might get a kickoff return for a touchdown. Something we haven't seen so far just yet. 2 rushing touchdowns here by both of these teams, man. And you got to figure that was going to happen because we've had some pass plays. But, man, it's cold out here. You got some cold hands and shoot. While we're at it, we would let you know how cold it is. It's
And it is 48 degrees here in Florence, South Carolina. If you see me right now, I am bundled up. This is ridiculous out here. The low is supposed to be 39, and the wind was blowing a little bit earlier. It stopped. It could die down a little bit, but it's very cold out here. I can see my breath right now. It's
which is crazy, you know, the swing from being, 70, 80 just a couple of days ago to just dropping down just one morning. I get up for work early in the morning, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up and it's 50 degrees outside, and I wake up this morning, it's 45.
Nothing's going to prepare me for this weather. I'm telling you. As we're awaiting kickoff here, Holland's going to pooch kick right there to Nathan Appy. And a great block there by Tristan Simmons. Absolutely big hit.
Yeah, and he didn't get much, out of it. He's got him sprung up for a couple of yards there, but that's about it. And they stopped it with 1.9 on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. 1.9 is the time that is left on the clock here.
So this is going to be our last play of the quarter, probably expecting a run here to Timko.
So almost equivalent to 1 untimed down, right?
Yes. Hand off here to Timko. Let's see if he can make something happen. Timko is going to be wrapped up after a gain of 4. And that is going to do it for our first quarter here on Buford's Own. Your score, 14-14 here at Bruin Stadium. We'll be right back here on Buford's Own. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here on Buford's Own. There was a man down at the end of that first quarter. Evan Wilder is out of the game. Left tackle there for Hilton Head. Hopefully that young man is all right. Ranazuski drops back, looking for a screen pass to Timko, and he has it. Timko has enough for the first down, and he's going to be swung out of bounds at around the 49.
Pass was complete to number 33.
Yeah, just a big catch by him. Working Timko, decided to throw it to him this time on the edges there. And tried to get him out in some open space right there. Good work tracking him down there for the tackle. Warnell Prue.
So moving the chains here is Hilton Head. They've been moving the sticks pretty consistently on their first 3 drives against the South Florence defense. Spangler in motion. Hand off here to Timko. Timko tries to bounce it back, and he is driving those feet. Timko has a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
Oh, did I have the down and distance wrong? I think I...
Yeah, they moved the sticks. I don't think he changed it.
Oh, when they moved it afterwards? Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. Apologize, folks. Good
So-
folks at home. This is a manual controlled scoreboard. I'm also controlling the camera as well, and talking to you good guys, reading the chat as well. So apologize. 2nd down and 3.
2nd down and 3.
And they are officially in enemy territory as they move that ball across that big Bruin in the middle of the field. Ranazuski drops back, looking for Haynes, and that's going to be intercepted. He dropped it. Pass looked like it was going to be picked off. Turns out incomplete.
And, man, had an opportunity there for the interception. Just dropped, man. What a game changer that would have been to just be able to get an extra possession in. And that's what you're looking for. You're trying to change the tide there. Neither team has really been, stopped on the offensive side. So that was your chance right there to kind of get the first defensive stop right there.
Gerkeem Hall is the one who batted that down. You can see he was frustrated that he didn't pick that off. Hand off to Zarnecki, his first carry of the night. He's going to be wrapped up by the Bruins. Number 8, Will Wilson, the first one on the play.
Yeah, staying tight. Good job on Zarnecki being able to get back to the line. But, man, they came in there free, having fun, trying to put their foot on your couch. That's what they was trying to do on that possession.
So 4th down and 3 here. Big down here for Hilton Head. Let's see what the play call is.
And you're right, Lebs. Big games, cold weather. Big games are played in cold weather.
Too cold here. Feet are freezing.
Aw.
And that's going to be a timeout. Hilton Head, their final timeout of the half.
Early calls there. They're exhausting them here, but they're making sure they're getting it right. You can't say anything wrong. It's 14-14. They've scored on every possession here so far.
So we'll be right back here on Buford's Own. Welcome back here on Buford's Own. 4th down and 3 here. Looks like a change of personnel as well. Timko is going to be the back, but it looks like it's going to be a pooch punt. And Ranazuski dropping it within the 10 at the 5.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pooch punt right there. And that's why I said it. You never see it, never see it coming. But we've seen some good pooch punch from different quarterbacks this year. Ranazuski, I forgot the young man from Bishop England, that's the starter quarterback for Bishop England. He had some good pooch punts as well. So it's been a nice season for pooch punts that we've seen.
I believe that was Nico Mannion.
Is it Mannion?
I believe.
Mannion? I don't know.
And Aiden McCarthy has done it himself too
Aiden
at
McCarthy
Bluffton.
too, yep. Inside the 10, inside the 5,
So
man,
these
they've been
quarterbacks
dropping it.
have been golfing a little bit, putting it on the money. But the Bruins are going to start their drive at the 5-yard line. Sellers is going to be the QB on this drive. And Sellers going to try to make a move, and they're going to end up stopping him after a gain of about 3 on the play. Officially 4, going to be 2nd down and 6 here for the Bruins. Tristan Simmons on the tackle.
And shout out to WeG's FM. We got some more Rising Tide volleyball crew joining us, club volleyball members joining us in the chat as well.
So Sellers is going to remain at quarterback. Sellers trying to find a hole, trying to break some tackles. He's going to be taken down. He's going to be short of the 1st down marker. A yard short, so he can pick up a 5-yard gain. 3rd down and 1 here for the Bruins.
And man, talk about that. You got your leading receiver, one of your top ranked kids on your team. He's your receivers who's be outside, and you got him, in the back, 2 blockers in front. Hey man, go get it, make some plays.
Sellers again on the carry. Sellers trying to find a hole, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Sellers is doing a great job running the ball. He's one of those 5 people over 300 yards rushing.
That's another Scrubby's car wash. 1st down.
Okay.
So quarterback Messiah Jackson is going to sub back into the game, give Sellers a little break at quarterback. He's going to go back out wide.
Well, they haven't stopped Sellers, you know what I'm saying, in that wildcat formation. So, you want to get out, you get your feet out in the end zone, give your quarterback enough space to drop back and throw the ball. That's exactly what happens.
Messiah Jackson looking for Lennox. Pass is incomplete. South Florence looking for a flag.
And then we're going to look at it one more time.
There is a flag down on the field.
Yeah, and I think he might have got there just a little bit, just a little bit early there. Let's see. Yeah, he was there just a little tad early looking for the call there.
Well, there's a flag down at about, it looks like the 46. So we'll see what the call is here. Officials having a little meeting.
Yeah, they're going to talk about it a little bit. And even if they don't make the call here, I think sometimes the responsibility of the white hat is to kind of let them know, like, hey, man, this
Watch
is a
out
big
for
game.
it.
Yeah, this is a big game. You got to make that call. I will agree that was pass interference. Defender didn't look back on that one. So even if they don't throw it after the conversation, it's probably to say, hey, in the future, you know what I'm saying, as the head of this crew, you got to make that call. And let's see what we got here.
Looks like it's going to be pass interference. And yeah, because it did look like Lennox had a step on right there. It looked like Jackson maybe would have put that in the bucket. He wasn't interfered with. But 1st down, Bruins. And Jackson, a bigger QB, but has an arm on him as well.
Yeah, he could sling that rock. We saw him in warm-ups just throwing the ball up, man, with easy effort.
Hand off here to Trey Leonard. And Leonard's going to fight for some yardage. He's going to pick up a gain of about 6 or 7 on the carry. Going to bring up second down and 4, looks like.
Second down and 4.
Motion in the backfield, handoff again to Leonard. Leonard has a hole. Leonard is going to be in enemy territory. He's just shot out of a cannon.
When I tell you want to talk about that offensive line for the Bruins, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Wide open and burst through there. Maybe just a little bit more. He could have took that to the house, but definitely had enough there as he burst through. for the big first down play.
And Leonard's stance kind of reminds me of some running backs in college that have been going off, and the NFL. Gibbs, Genty, he's kind of standing up in that backfield, seeing what he has. Is Leonard again on the carry, fighting for some yardage, using his blocks. Great job there. Going to pick up a gain of about 9 on the carry. Going to bring up 2nd down and 1 here for the Bruins.
And man, some good running. We talk about Timko and Sellers, and it says, let me get my name into this conversation. Y'all talking about everybody else. Leonard doing the lifting. Lifting Lenny.
Jackson going to keep it. The big body QB, Jackson fighting for some yardage, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Taken down at the 25-yard line.
Jackson, the quarterback, off the carry. Stop made by Thaddeus Sarnecki, number 28. First down, Bruins.
And Leonard is going to come out of the game, but not really much of a loss, as you have a 600-yard rusher right behind him in Zion Gilbert.
And they keep it going to keep the rotation going, and that's how you get the guys, and that's how you could tell. That's really when you could tell the difference between the O-line and just, star players in the backfield.
Pitch here to Gilbert. Gilbert's making some moves. Gilbert stiff-arming a man, and he's going to be inside the 15. That's going to put them in red zone.
Yeah, really doing a good job there, on the outside, stretching it out, getting on the edge of that defense there. Nice cut there to get back on the inside.
Leonard's going to be subbed back into the game. Jackson's going to hand it off to Leonard. Leonard bouncing outside, trying to find an angle. And Leonard's going to be taken down at around the 5-yard line. Flag down on the field. Let's see what the call is here.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the flag there. And seeing as how it's from the side judge there, right there in the front of the play, I'm assuming it's going to be a face mask. That's the only thing I could think it could be.
Mate, that looks like what it's going to be. Because he didn't go down in a weird angle in order for it to be a horse collar or anything for the side judge to call it.
Mr. Whitehat, are you ready for your close-up?
Holding, handing off. It's 10 yards from the spot. Replay flag, first down.
So that's going to be a holding on the Bruins. That's going to move them back to the 15.
I was shocked. I wasn't expecting for that to be the call there, but it's going to move them right on back like you said. And it's weird how they do the penalties, sometimes, and they just kind of add it on to the end of the run instead of from the original start of the ball. So you wind up in these weird situations like right now. It's first down and 12. How awkward is that?
Like you said, first down and 12. Hand off to Leonard here. Leonard has a hole, bouncing it to the outside, and Leonard is going to be taken down. Touchdown saving tackle there by Nathan Appy. He's going to be down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, big carry right there, just keeping the chains moving, turning the legs, and man, the rushing offenses here, both teams. We've seen maybe one good pass from each team, but other than that, it's all been on the ground.
So we're in the first down and goal situations now. Messiah Jackson's going to hand it off to Trey Leonard, and he's in. Touchdown Bruins, and they finally get an advantage over Hilton Head.
And that's all it took. I said the offenses are going to come to party tonight. You need that one stop. They were able to get the stop on Hilton Head, and now they get on there and they score the ball, and now South Florence is ahead right now, and they've got the lead, and that's the way they want to keep it right there.
Kevin Holland is on to kick. Up and through. Going to be 21-14 here for the Bruins. And we want to talk about running the ball. They wasted a lot of clock on that drive right there. They got the ball back with like 10, 11 minutes and wasted it down to 4.
Yeah, and a 6-minute drive in high school ball is a big deal. I mean, a little bit more, But unfortunately, they kept getting those big plays, bursting down. And Trey Leonard, I love that they let him get the touchdown too. I always hate to see situations where teams have, they have a goal line back, and that guy, Leonard would run the ball all the way down, and then they'd put another guy in, and they let him run it in from the 5-yard line, and it's like, well, hold on, wait, I just ran it 60 yards down the field, like grinded out all those yards, and you got to give it to somebody else.
It kind of reminds me of like two situations in the NFL. If we're talking about Barkley with the Eagles and Hurts with the QB, the tush push, or if we want to be
I'm not gonna lie, I'd be tight. I'd be tight.
listen, or if we want to bring up a two backfield, you got Montgomery and Gibbs at the Lions. We have a kickoff here. The first official kickoff here. Zarnecki is going to try to break some tackles. He's going to be taken down at about the 25-yard line. Hilton Head looking to respond on their 4th drive of the night.
Yeah, and they're going to keep the ball rolling. They don't want to fall behind. You get a little bit of momentum, what could be momentum. It's not enough, but now they finally have the lead after giving you the first offensive possession of the game, which means they get the ball back too as well. So if they can hold this for the next 4 minutes, they have an opportunity to get the ball again and potentially go ahead by 2 scores, as no offense really has been stopped until that one drive, the first stop there. They did a good job, though, getting them inside the 5, dropping to make them drive the full 95 yards, but they were able to do that.
So Ranazuski in an empty backfield right here. Not something you're used to seeing. Timko's going to be in motion. They're going to do a jet touch pass. Timko's trying to find a lane. He's going to be grabbed, group tackled by a bunch of Bruins. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 5. Seahawks looking for a spark here before halftime. Clock is ticking. Ranazuski's going to roll out looking for something. He's just going to throw it away. Nothing doing there. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 here for the Seahawks.
Yeah, I did a little half roll out there, trying to find something on the side. Looked like he was trying to find Haynes coming across, but just a little bit too far out the way. And that's a safe throw. You don't see that too many times. You usually see quarterbacks at the high school level, try to make something happen. Just throw the ball away. If you don't got it, throw it away.
Ranazuski drops back looking for something. Haynes was the target, incomplete, flag on the play.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting that. You see it there come in at the last second. Maybe got there just a little bit early, tackled him as he was trying to reach for the ball there.
Look like Avon Rosado on the coverage. They're going to call that he was early.
15 yards, previous spot. That distance resolves. First down.
Following the penalties, 1st and 10 Seahawks at their own 46-yard line.
Well, I guess that evens it up on the pass interference calls, but close or not.
So 1st down and 10 here. Ranazuski looking for Haynes on the double move, and that pass is going to be caught. Carson Haynes, what a grab.
It keeps the chains moving. A nice throw there on the completion. Almost crossed his body. He had his feet turned and his shoulders squared that way, though, as he was looking that way pretty much the whole time. And, we sat there and we want to talk about, how good of an athlete you want to talk about, even being a short corner and the athleticism, running back 2 plays in a row, the pass interference and the big catch by Haynes.
Renzuski's going to step up in the pocket. Pass is incomplete. Looked like that might have been intentional grounding.
Yeah, and I think that they were probably looking for that call. I don't think nobody was
Flag down on
in
the
the
field.
area.
Late flag here. Let's see what the call is. I was about to say there was no receiver near him.
And they probably had to think about it too, just a little bit, and be careful there for a Hilton Head, as it looks like Aaron Stafford, the lineman for Hilton Head, is limping just a little bit, trying to keep his composure together. They're struggling just a little bit. And he's trying to keep his composure there, trying to walk it off in the middle, of the referee huddle right there. But, you don't like it. I don't know. Some people call it sportsmanship, some other competition and strategy, man. If he's struggling, he's flexing out that knee. I'm D coordinator. I'm calling the blitz right there.
Right.
If you hurt, get out. If you on the field, you are 100%. That's the rule. If you're on the field, you're saying you're ready to go. You're better than the next guy that can come onto the field. So if that's the case, send it right there.
See what the call is.
Illegal forward pass. Dawson. 5 yards in the spot of pass. Loss of down.
So it said illegal forward pass. I think that's also code word for intentional because he said it and then he said loss of down as well, which is the same thing.
Illegal forward pass. He was in front of the line of scrimmage when he threw that pass. So here we go.
I think it was close. You could be right.
Yeah.
I'm just All right, I'll let the clock roll. I'll get that set on the next play. Apologize to the fine folks at home. It is not 46 seconds left in the quarter.
2:28 here. Timko on the run. Timko dragging some Bruins with him. Big number 91. Amari Adams, the 6'5", 305 senior on the tackle.
Stop number 91, Amari Adams. 3rd down and 9.
2 minutes coming up here in the second quarter. 3rd down here for the Seahawks. Ranazuski drops back looking for Walters. Is caught. Walters breaks a tackle. He has the sideline, and Walters is in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, with 2 minutes to go, they get the score. I apologize there for the sloppy camera work. I was trying to fix the scoreboard there to get it right, and a touchdown right there on the outside. Like I said, these offenses exciting here tonight.
Number 18, Jeremiah Walker.
So Bo Sexton is on for the kick.
I'll get it fixed on the kickoff. There's enough time there in the kickoff to be able to fix the clock there.
Kick was almost blocked, but Bo Sexton bangs it through. Tied game here. 1:49 left to go in the half.
Yeah, and I think personally, I think that was a big drive right there for Hilton Head. Not necessarily because of the game or that they needed it, but it was just saying that, hey, if you don't get this, you do know South Florence gets the ball back in the second half. And you haven't been able to stop them yet. You know what I'm saying? They're taking the time to score in some of these drives that ate some of the time up for us to be 21 right now. But they have the lead, and you don't want to go into the second half and let them come out. And if they keep rolling, they get that first score to come out without you being able to get a possession in between. Dangerous position for him to be in. So a good score for them with 1:49 left, but they can't let the score go right now.
Great reminder that South Florence does receive the ball at halftime or after the halftime. Here we go. Samaj Parker here. He's going to be down at the 35.
Returning the kickoff, number 13, Samaj Parker. In on the stop was Andrew Mason, number 4. 1st and 10 Bruins at their own 35-yard line.
So Messiah, Jackson, and the Bruins are going to jog back onto the field here. Leonard the back in the backfield. Jackson drops back, looking for Sellers. Has a step on the DB, and it is caught. Jaden Sellers.
Man. What a big play, and the crowd erupts here, dropping back what you've been waiting to see. We saw him throwing those deep balls in warm-ups, and man, what a big play right there down the left sideline of Sellers.
Laner Morgan, the one with the touchdown saving tackle.
It's first down and goal for the Bruins at the 10.
So first down and goal for the Bruins. Sellers just had the big catch. Is going to be your quarterback here. Jaden Sellers looking for a block, breaking a tackle, slithering through a lane, and he's going to be down at the 1 yard line.
On the carry, Jaden Sellers.
Yeah, just that O-line just pushing through there. And, you know, Sellers, like I said, they've been unstoppable pretty much in that offense whenever they've got into that formation here so far tonight. And it's goal line, so why not? They're going to take their time there on the 1. They still got 2 timeouts left. They can make something happen here. So I don't think they're going to be able to stop him here. I don't think they're going to get a fourth, shutout here on the goal line stand. But that second half comes, they got to get him stopped. Michel Garzon consistently trying to get me to sing again. Some more time, man. And he keeps trying to get me to do it.
Sellers hurdles into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Doing it on his own here.
Yeah, now, easy work. His 3rd touchdown of the night. And Jaden Sellers grabs another one.
Proud sponsor of South Florence football. Attempting the extra point, number 36.
Hey man, give us a little vocal so that
Not
the
you
Beaver
too,
County
man.
thing.
Not you too, man.
Kick is up and good by Holland. 28-21.
Bruins 28. Hilton Head Seahawks 21.
And don't forget, folks, if you enjoyed our coverage tonight, you can text Buford to 801-801 to help support our coverage of local high school sports. Or if you're a sponsor, as it just went across the bottom of the screen there, you can text info to @Buford'sOwn.com. If you're a sponsor, you'd like to help sponsor our coverage here on the live stream. We are a 501c3 nonprofit there, so all donations will greatly be appreciated to help us cover the cost of travel and equipment here on Buford's Own. And so we thank you for your support, and we appreciate it. It's very simple. You just text Buford to 801-801, and it sends you a link, and you can make a donation of your choice.
So South Florence booming it back to Thaddeus Zarnecki. 20 seconds left, trying to see if he can make something happen, and Zarnecki is going to be taken down by a host of Bruins.
I apologize, folks. That was the kickoff, not the extra point. But, hey, you know.
So 16 seconds here left in the half. One big play here by Hilton Head could take us into a tied game at halftime. You never know.
Yeah, we've had some quick scoring drives, but they don't got no timeouts. So I would say that we'll probably try to get half of it, at least here, and get a play on the edge and get out of bounds.
Toss here to Timko. Timko has some blocking, and he's going to be hit hard at about the 28, and that play is going to take us into halftime. A big scoring half here, 28-21 here at Bruin Stadium. We'll be right back here on Buford's Own.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back here on Beaufort's own 28-21 is your score. South Florence leads out of halftime. Samaj Parker is going to be your man on the kick return here. Samaj Parker finds a hole, and he's going to be taken down at around the 50-yard line. Great start to the half here for the Bruins. They've been trying that pooch kick all night, and Samaj Parker finally makes them pay for it, showing off his speed a little bit. But now here comes this Bruins offense, who has scored on all 4 of their drives, I believe.
First and 10 Bruins at midfield.
Scored right before halftime. Jaden Sellers is going to be the man in the backfield. Sellers is going to keep it He's going to break it outside, and Sellers has the sideline. Green grass ahead of him, and Sellers is gone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And man, oh man, Lenore Sellers with another touchdown here.
Jaden Sellers.
Jaden Sellers, my bad. You're so hyped up. I know you're a Gamecock fan. So
Go Cox, man.
When you found out we had an opportunity to cover his little brother, you were super excited. But Jaden Sellers with another touchdown there, his fourth one of the night, and basically same formation every single time.
He might make history here for the most touchdowns on Beaufort's own coverage. I believe he just broke it from this year at least, because I think Timko had 3 against Bluffton.
Flood, Porter God had 5.
He had 5.
First game of the year, Flood had 5.
I totally forgot about Jamal Flood.
For Porter God, and man, Porter God, man, you know, for a skeezer ball team, a private team, Porter God they took down some good public school teams as well on their schedule, man. And Porter God, you know, you see what Hilton Head Christian has been able to do in skeezer ball for, you know, years on end. And for them to come up and put that kind of whooping on it, you know, Hilton Head Christian was, woo.
So Sellers is 1 away from tying the record set on Beaufort's own by Jamal Flood. 2 away from breaking it, and ample time to do so here. But that young man has some speed. He shot out of a cannon just now on that run. Saw a hole and burst it through. Holland on the kick. Zarnecki on the return here. Trying to find a lane. Zarnecki breaks a tackle, tries to cut it reverse field, and he's going to be wrapped up around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, wrapped up, and, you know, did that, you know, always controversial, run 50 yards to get 2 yards type of return there, going all the way across the field there. Unfortunately, just couldn't find nowhere that he would like to cut up there on the play.
First and 10, Seahawks at their own 15-yard line.
So Seahawks coming back onto the field, and what you said happened right before halftime. You said that if they scored right there on their last drive and then come back out and score, it's going to be a topple for Hilton Head to come back from. Let's see what Ranazuski and crew can do here. Timko on the carry, trying to find some room to run, and Timko is going to pick up a gain of 5.
Yeah, and that was the thing. You have to at some point get a stop. Now you have to get a stop while you're down 2. If you got to stop while you were down 1 and scored, you could have kept this game tied. But now you're behind, so now you're going to have to get 2 crucial stops here in this second half.
So Ranazuski takes the snap, drops back, looking for something downfield. Ranazuski finds Timko. He is going to be grappled quickly right after the catch. There is a flag in the backfield. Warnell Prue on the stop there. So a holding on the Hilton Head's going to drive them back, put them right at the 11-yard line. Trying to draw them offside, bring some of that penalty yardage back. Ranazuski drops back, looking for the screen to Timko, has it again. Timko fighting for some yards, and Timko's going to be out at around the 22-yard line. Great job breaking those tackles there by Timko.
Yeah, and he's done a great job, and he's the guy, you know, pretty much for this team. And we've said that more than once tonight, and he's the one making plays. And unfortunately, he's going to have to break some more because it's been a one-man game for both parts. It's been Sellers on the South Florence side and, Timko on the Hilton Head side. So he's got to get one more, and they got to bring somebody to the party to kind of even this game up. Yeah, and Thomas Erdell, former play-by-play color commentator here on Buford's Own, is also a student now at, South Carolina, Gamecocks fan. And he's commentating how he loves Gamecock football, and that one almost caught or intercepted there at the end. But him commentating. Welcome to the chat, Thomas. Thank you also for joining in here on Buford's Own.
So 4th down here for Hilton Head, and they have to go for it, try to make something happen. Outside of their first 3 drives, South Florence has kind of adjusted, and they've stuffed them so far.
And I'm not sure our clock stopped for a little bit, 9:58. We'll let that catch up here in a moment. But
gonna have a pooch punt here. And that's gonna be down at the 44.
And so now this South Florence D starting to come to the party. They've stopped Hilton Head 3 drives in a row now.
And South Florence is a great team. I think in our pre-production meeting, you said that their only 3 losses on the season are all to number 1 seeds, 2 number 1s in 5A and 1 number 1 in 4A, which is Hartsville.
Yeah.
So all 3 of their losses have been, I don't want to say, oh my gosh, Zion Gilbert breaking some tackles.
Man, listen, he didn't go anywhere. It's only a 2-yard run, but man, listen, there goes the nasty stiff arm right there.
Channeling some King Henry right there. Absolutely dribbled a man.
But yeah, so their only losses are to undefeated number 1 seed Summerville. We all know about Summerville football. The number 1 4A seed, which is Hartsville, and I believe the number 1 because 5A has a D1 and a D2. So their 3 losses are to the D1 number 1 seed, the D2 number 1 seed, and then the Hartsville, the number 1 lower state seed as well. So their 3 losses are to teams with a combined 1-loss record. Like, there's only one team that has 1 loss. Everybody else is undefeated. That's an outstanding loss resume to have if you're going to have one.
And you would hate to say good losses, but those are good losses right there. Like you go into the game thinking you're compete every time. Don't get me wrong, but to lose to 2 5A number 1 teams and the number 1 team in 4A, that's a pretty good resume. As Jackson lets one go, and that pass is going to be incomplete. An obvious pass interference call, maybe the most obvious one we've seen all night.
Yeah, that we probably knew that one was coming, as that was kind of easy work, right there. Easy call there, and that's just the best chance, that you have sometimes. And, when you talk about, smart penalties, the call is usually, do you want to give it the flag or do you want to get the touchdown? And even more so in high school football when it's only going to be a small penalty in the first down. It's not like the NFL where they would get the ball at the spot of the foul in the event of a pass interference. So in any case, if you're about to give up a touchdown or a big catch, go ahead and take pass interference.
And Jackson has been trying to hit. He's been trying to connect with number 0, Lennox Valerie, on multiple occasions tonight. And it looks like he's had this step. Just Jackson wasn't able to get it there. It's a little behind. Valerie has to slow up a little bit, and that's when the pass interference comes into play.
We got Trey Allison checking in for the Bruins. I think he might be the first Bruins or the second Bruins fan, I think, to check in here tonight.
Jackson on the keeper, and he's going to be wrapped up. Great job there by Caleb Spangler, taking Messiah Jackson down in the backfield.
Yeah, and he's probably the second person. That's probably like the first time we've called his name, tonight. And, he led that region, in sacks and TFLs by a good margin. And you expect to see a little bit more from him tonight. And just so far, it has been quiet. Wrong button there. No flag on the play. Start of the clock. 2nd down and 12.
Well, like we mentioned, those South Florence O-linemen are nothing to play with. Those are some huge guys up there. And that's going to be a flag on Hilton Head.
An easy call there.
Number 74, Benjamin Elliott, jumped off sides.
Defense, 5 yards. Still second down.
Have some Bruins fans popping into the chat now.
You know what's funny about, away fans, because with Buford Zone, and obviously most people view us as the home stream, and, you know what I'm saying, to call the games clear kind of down the middle, and obviously it sounds like we're favoring, but it's just because we've covered our local teams a little bit more. We know more about them than we do about the other team. We try to do the best research, the research that we can to be able to get, some kind of information in our one day of meeting. But it always, once the lead starts to happen, they start to feel comfortable about the chances of winning the game, that's usually when the away fans usually, or the home fans in this case, but South Florence, the team that's not from Beaufort County usually decides to start hopping in the chat.
Great carry there by Messiah Jackson. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 here for your Bruins.
But shout out to Delosh Pickens. I'm cool with Pickens because, George Pickens, the dog, you know what I'm saying, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know what I'm saying, even though he just lost to the Browns yesterday, which is unfortunate. But
sorry.
Neither here nor there. First of all, you're a Carolina Panthers fan.
Hey, we're
Stop
on
it.
two-game win streak. Two-game win streak.
Stop
Sellers on the carry here. Sellers trying to bounce it outside. He's going to have enough for a 1st down, moving those sticks.
You thought you were just going to segue into calling the play and it was going to be over. You're a Carolina Panthers fan. Stop it. No, I'm just kidding.
So Trey Leonard is going to sub into the game here. First time we're going to see him this half. Brew wins by our media. A little play on the name there.
Brew wins. That's funny.
Handoff here to Trey Leonard, bouncing it up the middle. And great tackle there by Nathan Appy. Gain of about 6 on the carry.
Yeah, he took his time maneuvering his way through. Had a little bit of wiggle in the step there as he made his way through. Keep pounding. Yeah, you're way to a #1 draft pick that you're gonna score.
We are not. We are not as bad as the Jaguars. No.
Historically?
Historically, we're still not as bad as the Jaguars.
Well, you guys did go to the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Timeout here by Hilton Head. We'll be right back with you here on Buford Zone. Welcome back here on Buford's own. Messiah Jackson lets one rip. Pass intended for Samaj Parker, and that's going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for Jake Sellers.
That's
broken up by number 18, Jeremiah Walters. Third down
Plug it in.
and 5.
I don't know.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 here for the Bruins. Jaden Sellers is your quarterback here. Sellers going to bounce it outside, trying to make something happen. Sellers makes a man miss, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down.
I was going to say, man, if he was able to get out of that one, it would have been a big deal.
On the carry, Jake Sellers, number 17. In over stop number 21, Nathan Happy.
short carry there for bring up second down and goal for about 3 yards, looks like possibly on the carry.
Trey Leonard on the carry.
Gonna bring up second down and goal here.
Benji Elling, number 74.
And Mr. Libby said it, big series here for Hilton Head. They have to try to at least hold them to 3 in order to keep this a game. South Florence, second down and goal. Hand, Messiah Jackson pulls it. Pass is caught. Diving catch. Touchdown, Bruins.
And it looks like they thought about it for giving him the call for a second. That's what I thought, no signal. But nice diving catch there over the middle for the TD.
Bruce Thompson, the fullback, showing off his hands.
Bruins fans have Bruce Thompson touchdown. Brought to you by Greystone Property.
Kick is up and good from Holland.
The score now, South Florence Bruins 42.
And the lead is starting to separate here as it is a double points right now, 42-21 in favor of South Florence, as seems like they have finally gotten the Seahawks number in the battle of land versus air here, Seahawks versus Bruins. And it looks like this time the Bruins going to win the game 42-21. We need a big finishing second half here for Hilton Head. They're going to be able to make this out.
Well, their main factor, Troy Timko, hasn't been able to get those blocks that he was in that first quarter, mainly due to that big O lineman, number 76, Mr. Wilder, going out of the game with an injury. It doesn't look like he's going to return. So they're not able to get that push that they were at the beginning of the game on that O line. He was a big, big piece for them. And they've been trying to run to that left side, and it's just been getting stuffed. So we'll see what happens here as Arnecki is on the kick return again. South Florence doing a great job on kick return coverage so far tonight.
Yeah, and I just want to apologize to the fans real quick. The clock was a little bit off. The camera work was a little bit shoddy, but we got the touchdown. We're up here with the rest of the crews here, the film crews for, both teams. And somebody's tablet was about to die, so we had to give them extra plug and things like that to be able to help them as well. So just apologize for that. We were trying to get that situated, but we should be rocking and rolling here.
Band blaring. Ranazuski and Timko, 2 people in the backfield. Hand off to Timko, trying to find a lane, and he's going to be stopped up by those linebackers. That front 7 has been doing work here for the Bruins.
Yeah, they've been doing some work, and the offensive line has been doing it, for Hilton Head too. And Timko's been making his plays on the offense, but they got to get somebody other than Timko going, because they know where you're going. They know where the point of attack is if you're coming with Timko. So you're coming from the basically the center of your offense, and they can kind of corral him, even though he's been able to get out. But they got to get something. They got to get some passes, some screens, or something going.
The first screen to Carson Haynes worked. Haven't seen it since. Speaking of Haynes, hand off to him. Trying to break some tackles here. Haynes is going to be, his progress is going to be stopped at the 30-yard line.
On the carry, Carson Haynes, number 5.
But yeah, like you said, just getting some other people the ball. Normally we see Zarnecki here in the backfield to try to be the change of pace back with Timko. Haven't seen him in the backfield except for a solid 2 times. That had that good screen pass to start the game off with. Haynes, haven't seen it since. So they've been kind of one-dimensional here. South Florence been kind of corralling to the ball and everything. So great job by the Bruins there. Big third down here for the Seahawks. Ranazuski drops back, screen pass to Timko. Timko has the sideline. Timko lowers his shoulder, and he's going to be out at around the 50-yard line, and that's the big play that the Seahawks needed.
And like I said, it's Timko or bust right now for Hilton Head, and he's been making all the plays that he can here tonight. And he's going to have to make a couple more, because it seems like that's the only way Hilton Head is going to be able to get into this ballgame.
Their only 3 touchdowns their first 2 touchdowns were from Timko. Walters had the 3rd one late in the half. Massey in motion here for Hilton Head. Empty backfield. Fake Jets touch pass. Ranazuski launching it up. Pass is caught. Completed to number 9, Tyler Weidman.
And like I said, they got to get somebody else involved in the game. And Weidman,
Flag down on the field. And Hilton Head has to hope that this isn't against them.
well, looking at the way that they're walking, it's definitely against Hilton Head.
Holding off 10 yards from the previous spot.
So yeah, check that out. The one play that they're finally able to get, the big play that they're able to get, gets called back because of a flag. And talk about taking the wind out of the sail just a little bit from beneath their wings. You finally get a play through the air, and you know what I'm saying, it gets called back because of a hole, and that's, you know, beating yourself. And what's been pretty much, for the most part, a clean game, only, you know, a couple of flags here tonight.
A huge gut punch there to that Seahawks offense. Ranazuski's going to drop back again, looking for Walters, who has a step, and it's going to be sailed over his head.
Pass intended for Jeremiah Walters is incomplete. Defending on the play was Will Wilson, number 8.
So 2nd down and 20 here for the Seahawks. Ranazuski drops back. Pass is caught by Andrew Massey. He's going to be down at the 45.
Pass was complete to number 4.
Yeah, and getting the pass going, and that's what they need to do. I mean, Timko's been great tonight, but they got to get some pressure off of him so that way he could be able to, you know, make some plays. So now they got a 3rd down and manageable here.
Like you said, just give Timko a breather. Let him let some other people touch the ball so he can be at his best and peak performance.
They got to get a score before the 3rd quarter is over.
So Ranazuski here, empty backfield, drops back. Pass is dropped, intended for Jeremiah Walters, a little bit behind him, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
Pass intended. Jeremiah Walters was
And I'm going to take a wild guess and just say they're going to go for it here. I'm not even going to look at the playbook. I'm not going to look at the formations. I'm not going to do anything.
Oh, you think? So here we go, 4th down, big drive here for the Seahawks. Ranazuski drops back, they send pressure, and a great job by South Florence.
And man, he had nowhere to go on that play. 4th down. I thought it was going to be an obvious play to Timko, but instead, they go with the pass and nowhere to go. And that young man is back there, and he's excited, ready up to go as it looks more and more like they're going to advance to the 3rd round.
Cameron Coe, the one that got the pressure on Mr. Ranazuski. And now South Florence offense is going to be back on the field after that turnover on downs. And if in any spot that you think that they would use Timko, you would think it would be in a 3rd and a 4th and short. He didn't see the ball on either of those plays, which was the surprising part.
Well, I can't be upset about that call there because you know who Timko is, and you know it's kind of an obvious call.
Trey Leonard here has some space. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at around, it looks like, the 44.
run out of bounds by number 4, Andrew Macy.
Yeah, as I was saying, you know, I can't really be mad at the call because you would assume that they were playing the game. They were playing the game of, I'm pretty sure everybody in the stadium thinks we're going to run this ball. and maybe we catch you off sides with a pass, catch you off guard with the pass. But when you passed it the last couple plays in a row, you know, they're kind of probably prepared for it.
And Leonard's going to hobble off the field, hope that he's okay. Cameron James, their third leading rusher coming into the game. James trying to bounce off some tackles. He's going to have a gain of 4. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, and, you know, with the 21-point lead, South Florence is in no rush. They're going to let this time ride on out probably until the fourth quarter. They're probably going to have to snap one play before the fourth quarter.
So South Florence most likely going to keep the ball on the ground. Actually, Messiah Jackson drops back, looking for Sellers once more, and it is caught. 5 touchdowns on the night here for Jaden Sellers.
And that is, ladies and gentlemen, what you call a USC Gamecock commit. Sellers with another touchdown here tonight.
Attempting the point after 37, Emmett Holland. Holding is number 9, Ben Tyner.
And Holland here gets the kick up and through. 48 to 21, 49 to 21 here for South Florence. And an absolutely beautiful ball there by Messiah Jackson, by the way. Great throw there. Putting it in the basket for Mr. Sellers.
Yeah, wide open, and just when, and that was the opposite. You think, you know, Hilton Head, you know, on that 4th and 3, they were thinking, all right, you think we're going to, you know, run the ball, we're going to pass it. And I think in this situation, when you put like the 3rd string running back in, and you know you're trying to run the time, when you take 30 seconds to call your next play, it's like, oh, they're just going to try to run this play to the next end of the quarter, which normally happens and catches them sleeping.
Well, even their 3rd string running back had a great game last week, over 100 yards on the ground on 14 carries for Mr. James. So they have a 3-headed monster that they can use in that backfield if needed. Stoppage here.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any signal from the white hat in the back. I think they're just going to re-kick it. So they are going to throw the flag finally now, and then they're going to have to meet for the call. They need headsets, man. That's a long walk. A long little trot there to get the call information, man.
Gotta go right now. And
Before the kick, delay game, kicking the ball before they're ready for play. 5-yard, free kick.
so a kick before Hilton Head was set is going to move South Florence back 5 yards.
I think before it was in motion. I think before they blew the whistle right there. So that one's on South Florence, like you said, and re-kick it off.
So now Holland is going to have to boom it from the 30. 5. And a line drive here for Zarnecki. Zarnecki has the hole. Zarnecki with the kicker to beat. Down the sideline, green grass ahead of him. And our first kick return touchdown of the year goes to Thaddeus Zarnecki.
And finally, a bit of life from the Hilton Head Seahawks. Zarnecki, beautiful lane found. Nice work by the kick return blockers there, and Zarnecki all the way to the end zone there.
So Zarnecki provides Hilton Head with their first points of the half. Bo Sexton lining up.
Attempting to play for number 10, Bo Sexton.
Kick is up and a liner, and it's through.
Tip is good. The score now, the South Florence Bruins
49-28.
49.
And while we're at it, Mr. Libs in the chat wanted a little weather check up here in South Florence. And we started off in the 40s, and baby, 39 degrees here in the fourth quarter in South Florence High School. Yes, sir, that is playoff weather. You're feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
I've been feeling it since we pulled up to the school. It is freezing here in South Florence.
And you see now, since the beginning, since our first meeting, we had that little bit. I preached it. I said, bring your cold weather gear.
It's not like I did it.
Cold. You did. You're ready. But I told you it was going to happen. Bring your cold weather gear. It is going to happen. Start preparing, thinking about what you're going to wear. You're going to need it, because I'm not giving you my jacket, which is funny because the first cold game we had, both you and Liv had jackets, and I didn't because I switched cars. And I switched cars because mine was down, and I didn't have my jacket because it was in mine, which is crazy.
Wind is blowing here in South Florence.
Am I missing something? Are they not? Oh, it's the start of the fourth quarter. Apologize.
Yep. So a kick return to end off the third quarter there for Hilton Head. Now South Florence is going to get the ball back at the start of the fourth. Pooch kick here to Samaj Parker. He's going to try to reverse field, and Nathan Appy doing his job on the kick return coverage takes him down at the 26.
Well, they're going to need to do a lot more than that if they're going to want to get back into this game, and they have not been able to stop this South Florence offense at all.
Haven't been able to stop one man on the South Florence offense, and that is Mr. Jaden Sellers.
It's ridiculous, and it's weird because when you other than the reception, the receiving touchdown, obviously that's receiving skill, that's route running. The rest of them have just been running plays, and man, it always just seems like it could be anybody back there, but you know what I'm saying, because of the O-line, but it's Sellers he's the one that's breaking, and everybody else is getting 4 or 5 yard runs, maybe a 10-yard run or something like that. But nobody else is breaking them, and Sellers is just finding a way to get through. But for the most part, he's untouched. That's just vision by Sellers.
Trey Leonard on a good carry right there. As you said, 4 or 5 yards, and Trey Leonard has another one here. Hurdles a man, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he picks up that first down. Yeah, like you said, he has 3 ground touchdowns and 2 in the air, 2 bombs in the air. And the kind of key to that is that they're lining him up in the slot. Normally, your number one receiver would be out wide, best DB on best receiver. They have him in the slot, kind of how the Rams did with Cooper Kupp his Triple Crown year, getting him against a linebacker or a weaker DB and just letting him run. And Messiah Jackson's putting it on the money for him. So great game planning here by South Florence. We have a handoff here to Trey Leonard, who bursts through the hole, and he's going to have about a pickup of 9.
Yeah, he sure did take a hit though on the end of that run though.
Second down and 1.
Second down and 1 coming up for these Bruins. And they've been keeping it on the ground so far. Sellers and Leonard in the backfield. A dangerous combo. Hand off to Sellers. Sellers is bouncing it outside. Sellers has the speed. One man to beat. And he is brought down by Andrew Massey.
And man, a touchdown saving tackle or he was going to have another one. Jaden Sellers, one score away from making history here on Buford's own.
If we can run that replay back, just look at where Massey started at this play and the hustle it took for him to get down to Jaden Sellers. Great job there by Andrew Massey, hawking Sellers down. But nonetheless, first down and goal here for South Florence. Roll out here by Jackson. Passes rifled in and caught by Samaj Parker, but it's going to be out of bounds.
And man, almost had another one there. Yeah, just too far out of bounds, but nice effort though. You always got to give credit to effort like that, being able to stay focused on the ball, but just couldn't make the catch.
And Parker is going to be down here. Injury timeout.
Yeah, and he hopped back up. It looks like he was just cramping though.
Looks like it. So now second down and goal here after that incomplete pass.
How did they roll? Okay.
Messiah Jackson going to keep it, rolls up the middle, and touchdown. Jackson's first rushing one of the night.
Yeah, now the QB running in, getting him some fun. He said he got to get him one on the ground too. And the big boy skirts in there up the middle.
So 55-28. And Mr. Sowers, I will inform you on who Jaden Sellers' brother is, the starting quarterback at the USC Gamecocks, Lenore Sellers. QB1 is Jaden Sellers' older brother. Extra point is good by Holland, and that's going to be 56-28.
Shout out to Jake Showers also finally hopping on in the chat, and Brian Bias Carolina Holmes in there. I am AP. Also joining in the chat, also giving the information, spreading the good word about Lenore Sellers.
How cool do you think that has to be? Because, you know, Lenore Sellers was redshirted his actual freshman year. So now this year is he's a redshirt freshman. So his brother is a senior, and he's a USC commit. So how cool do you think that'll be for you to have that brother-to-brother combo at USC?
Sellers to Sellers on the connection.
Kicking off for the Bruins, number 37, Evan Holland.
Holland booms it here right to Zarnecki. Let's see if he can recreate that magic. Zarnecki has the hole again. Zarnecki is at the 50. Tumbles down at the 55 or the 45.
And Zarnecki, you can't say he's not giving it his all there, as he's two good kick returns in a row. And man, I don't know if they subbed out the starting kick return defense or what, but young fellas in a game like this, you try to get in the fourth quarter where you're up by a couple of scores in the playoffs. You get in, you start giving away kickoff returns, you're going to come right back out the game, and your starting varsity guys are going to be real upset with you during the game. And then we had to go back in because these guys can't.
He was a couple blocks away from housing that one there. Ranazuski screen pass to Haynes. Haynes trying to make a move. Haynes is going to be wrapped up. Oh, no, he's still fighting. Haynes is going to be down at about the 37.
Yeah, nice play there on the outside, getting it to somebody stretching it out. And, you know, I don't see Timko on the field. They're going to try to pass the ball more now. But I think having Timko and knowing he's the one that can also make the burst from the backfield, I don't think it would be an issue.
Second down and 2 here for your Seahawks. Ranazuski's going to hand it off to Tristan Simmons. Simmons is going to cut up field, And he's going to be taken down, but not before he has enough to move the sticks.
Tristan Simmons, the ball carrier. Carry good for the first down.
So first down and 10 here. Timko's going to sub right back into the game. Ranazuski drops back. Looking downfield for Haynes. Underthrown a little bit, and there is going to be a flag.
And a flag call it is. And I'm assuming it came from the back judge, so it's got to be back row. So definitely looks like it couldn't be anything else but a flag. Sellers is a senior. Marcus Walsh, yes sir, I was referencing that Hilton Head May River game. It was a little chilly out there.
Pass interference, defense, 15 yards, previous spot. That results first down.
So it's going to move the sticks here. For the Seahawks.
First and 10, Seahawks. The Bruin 19.
Ranazuski's going to drop back once more. Pass is almost picked.
And man, it looked like there was some miscommunication on that play as there was no one in the vicinity. And then you see Haynes coming at the left side, and I think maybe that's where he thought Haynes was going to be. Thought he was going to cut inside, and maybe he saw something that made him cut it the other way. But
I think he saw those two, that lurking safety and that linebacker right there. He tried to cut it back out, stopping the soft spot of the zone. Just like you said, a miscommunication there by the Seahawks. So going to bring up second down and 10. Luckily, it was not picked off. Ranazuski has some pressure in his face. Pass is caught by Timko. Timko's trying to fight for some extra yardage, and there's going to be a flag down on the field. Ref showing off his arm there a little bit. Launched that one from the end zone.
yeah, and I don't know if it's going to be some extraness on the outside there for taking down Timko on the play. I think it's going to be the flag call. Maybe some unnecessary roughness and, you know, some extra yardage there. Right now, third down and 9. Let's see what the call is.
It's going to be on Hilton Head, just awaiting the call here. And a long discussion here. Here goes the close-up. So holding on Hilton Head, going to push them back 10 yards. Going to bring up second down and 20.
After the penalty, it's second down and 20.
It's actually second down and 19, guys, but
Yeah.
it's okay. You guys, my eyes work.
All right. Ranazuski drops back, looking for Haynes. Tosses it up. Pass is going to be incomplete.
Pass incomplete, intended for Carson Haynes.
That's going to bring up third down and 19.
listening to the sounds of the game. I don't know. I thought somebody was a helicopter coming over us, but it's a little faint. I just looked over because we're next to the intersection. I was like, well, somebody hit them rumble strips kind of hard.
Ranazuski rolls out to his left, looking for something. Targets Haynes. Pass is going to be incomplete. Throws it into double coverage. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 19. And if I was a betting man, well, I'm not going to get my bet off. It's time out here by Hilton Head. We'll be right back here on Buford's Own. Welcome back here on Buford's Own. 4th down and 19 here for the Seahawks. Ranazuski steps up in the pocket, lets one rip. Pass is going to be out of bounds. Turnover on downs here for the Seahawks. And with that drive right there, or a couple drives before, if you wanted to call it, this game is pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah, 7 minutes, left to go. Down by 28. Once again, still down by the double, but now it's more. At first it was 21, 42, 3 scores. Now it's 28-56. It's the opposite, so they just can't overcome that mountain. Now down by 4 scores.
And Messiah Jackson, the only one that's going to stay in the game. And here's a carry here. First carry of the night for number 26. Kelvin Mack.
Ball carrier was Amari Alston.
Yeah, and at this point, you let your young guys get in there, let them get some burn, make some plays. They're working with the QB, and, so just in case they, wind up playing together, in the future, and, you know what I'm saying, just kind of get some reps in right here in the playoffs and making sure nothing goes haywire.
So Austin, I apologize. They had 2 number 26s on the roster. Austin is going to be wrapped up there pretty aggressively at the 35. Going to go 3rd down and 3. Austin here trying to break some tackles. Austin stays up, and they're going to mark him down at the 39, but not before he has enough for the 1st down.
Let's see. He was trying to burst out of there. I guess he wanted to say that he was up off of his feet there. And he might have stayed. I think he might have actually been up there. Either way, 1st down and 10, and they are going to take as long as possible between each snap.
James, the man in the backfield here for the Bruins. Hand off to James. James trying to burst up the middle. He's going to be taken down at the 45.
Austin again ball carrier. Able to stop Andrew Macy. Tristan Simmons, number 3. Second down and 3.
So second down and 4 here for the Bruins. Handoff here to James. James cutting it outside. James has some room, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at around the 40-yard line.
James, number 14.
Yeah, just a carry. Nice work by him to cut out to that left-hand side and find some extra yards instead of taking what the defense gives him.
Carey, good for the first down. That's another Scrubbies car wash. First down.
Handoff here to Austin. And Austin is going to be hit by Appy.
Yeah, that's what happens when you put in, what, your 4th, 5th string running back, and he runs into the starting safety for the other team.
Amari Austin on the carry for the Bruins.
Second down coming up here for the Bruins.
Yeah, that's when you learn the kind of levels to, JV and varsity, that kid hopping in there. And, even though they're getting a romping right now as Hilton Head, still varsity players. And Appy is definitely a solid starting safety for any high school team.
Austin trying to stay up on his feet. Great balance there. Not going to be able to go
I'm just saying.
far.
He's wearing number 26. He's wearing number 26.
Not everybody's Le'Veon Bell, man.
I wasn't talking about Le'Veon. I was talking about Saquon, bro.
Saquon, no.
That's some good balance right there. Look
If
at his size, the short sleeve. He looks just like Saquon. Not the build. He don't got the thighs. Saquon, he don't got the thighs.
If anything, with the turf tape, he looks more like Kamara than Saquon.
Nah, he's had some balance being able to stay up. And I know we got to be easy on NFL comparisons there, but, he has some good balance. You've seen it. And I think he was up on that play where he tried to keep running, but they blew the whistle.
Austin here on the carry. Hole opens up for him. Rushing. He's driving those legs, trying to stay up. He's going to have enough for a first down. Forward progress marked down at the 27.
That's another Scrubbies car wash. First down.
Like I said, he's keeping those legs moving and rolling. And some good balance by that young man here in relief time.
James here on the carry. Keeps his balance. James dives forward.
Man, listen, I tell you what, though, if those kids stay on it, you know what I'm saying? Stay healthy, stay, the head right on their shoulders, get in the weight room, they got a nice little squad of running backs that they're going to keep for a very, very long time here at South Florence, I'll tell you that.
Doodle kid saying that it reminds him of CJ2K.
Well, let's not do that. Let's not. Hey, nobody out here bust out on no speed like that to be compared to CJ2K, man. 4.240, man. Let's calm down.
Ridiculous.
let's. All right. We'll calm down on the NFL. No more NFL comparisons here.
James here on the carry. James breaks one. James has the sideline. He's going to be pushed out around the 5-yard line. But a great carry there by James.
Yeah, just staying up there on his feet at the end.
Cam James on the carry. His first down, goal for the Bruins. 6-yard line of the
Injury
Seahawks.
timeout here. We have a man down. We'll be right back here on Buford's Own. Welcome back here on Buford's Own. A minute 28 left to go in the game. Jackson just gonna kneel down. South Florence is just gonna go in victory formation, let this clock run out. What'd you kind of see from this game? Kind of your take on it. What went wrong for Hilton Head? What went right for South Florence?
So listen, sometimes when you go get a vision test, whether it's at the DMV or the eye doctor, right? They have you look into this thing, and there's all these blurry numbers and letters, and you got to tell them what you best can see, right? And I looked through those, and I saw the number 17. That's what I told my eye doctor. I saw the number 17. Jaden Sellers has been the key here tonight. What is it, 5 touchdowns?
5
here?
touchdowns. Ty Jamal Flood.
Tying the record here. He's just been ridiculous here tonight. 3 rushing, 2 receiving. And, that he's been hard to stop here tonight and just been getting it through. They went into, the Wildcat, the Wild Bruin, formation. And they've just, been dominant here so far tonight. And that was going to be the last knee there of the game.
And with that knee, teams are lining up. Handshakes are being had on the field. Have some South Florence fans checking in the chat. As we're waiting for this final buzzer to hit 0. I'm Tristan Roberts. Alongside me is Javon Livingston on the color commentary.
Yeah, it's been a good night here. Been a cold night. About to head to Buc-ee's.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? We got to make that detour real quick. You know what I'm saying? Got to go to Buc-ee's. If you're this close,
you might as well.
You got to go, right?
And that is going to do it here tonight. Your score at Bruin Stadium, South Florence 56. Hilton Head 28. South Florence will be moving on to the 3rd round of the South Carolina High School League playoffs. Hilton Head, sadly, season is going to end here. Like we said, I'm your host.